Hello and welcome back to Taurus Does Tarot, or welcome if it's your first time. I am doing some personal readings today, so I thought I would do some special messages. I'm going to do 3 of these, and so you can just pick 1, 2, or 3 and get your message. So this is going to be number 1. Okay, cool. Let's see what the universe has to say. Woo, woo! Nice catch. Interesting. Okay. Alright, what's this special message? Just looking to get some future cards, but okay. Just looking to get future cards. Whoa, that's too many. Okay, I feel like that's it. Deck's acting up. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Swords, which is truce. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So at the core of this reading, we have the Queen of Cups upright, but then we have the Hierophant and completion in reverse. So what this would indicate to me is that it's almost like you're taking on a perspective that's not honoring yourself. So whether that be a general or personal statement, something is having an effect on you where you are not staying true to what you know and what you believe. So, and also the Hierophant is Taurus energy and Taurus season, but it's in reverse. So you better get with it before it's over. That's what I would say. Especially because this completion is in reverse as well. So it's almost like you're holding yourself up because of this perspective that maybe you took on from someone else. Okay. Got a face down card in reverse, 2 face down cards in reverse, so that's 4 in reverse, which is strange. I feel like I don't get too many reverse cards in my readings. When they need to be, they are, but just to see the 2 face down are in reverse, there's a lot underneath the surface that is unresolved, is what I'm getting from that. Okay, we got the 5 of Discs, which is worry, right next to the 4 of Discs, which is power, the 2 of Swords, which is peace, and lust. Okay, so you are worried about things maybe financially or otherwise materialistically. You're worried about them, but you actually are set. Okay, so you're okay where you're at, you're stable, but you still are panicked and worried, probably because of the state of the world. Then we have the 2 of Swords, which is peace, so it's almost like you just gotta make peace with it. You feel me? Like, you just gotta accept that you're fine, in a way. So, and stop obsessing, or just make peace with the fact that you are obsessing, and it's not necessarily true just because you're worried about it. So there's that. Another face down reverse. We got the Lovers. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Hermit, okay? So what's interesting to me about that also is we do have the Lust over here. And I'm seeing it as strictly obsession. But when the Lovers are followed by that, it might be a physical kind of lusting. There might be someone in your life that really isn't the one, but maybe you're making it out to be that way. Because you still have the Hermit here. Or, on a lighter note, the Lovers, I think, is decision making, I want to say. I don't know why that came to my mind. I could be totally off about that. It is Gemini energy, so 2 sides kind of coming together in union, which is why I'm saying decision making. But the 9 of Cups is happiness, and the Hermit. So I feel like it's not really about relationships, although it could apply to you as relationships or lack thereof. I'm seeing more personal, more introverted, more inner self kind of work going on here. So decision making, happiness, and the Hermit, you're doing it on your own. So I don't know what it is that has got you so worried about your potential financial situation, but I don't think there's a need to be worried. And we have the Star with the universe. Look how good they look next to each other. The Star and the Universe. Those are just two very, very beautiful cards. Probably the most beautiful in this deck. Absolutely love them. You will surprise yourself, and you will be surprised at how things are going to work out in your favor. You know, like you gotta let go of the fear and the worry because it's just holding you back. Here we have debauch in reverse. That's great. You have the cheating card in reverse. So you're feeling like supported. And the Ace of Cups, shifting that perspective. Like this Queen of Cups is holding you back from what you need to be doing. This Ace of Cups is you deciding to change your mind about that. Okay? That is great. That is great to see. We love to see that. So, awesome. You are going to stop cheating yourself. You are going to stop sacrificing yourself. You're going to stop worrying yourself. Okay? That's just the way it's going to be. And right here we have the Magician. I'm sorry, the Magus. And the Six of Swords, which is science. So you are your own magic, and you will make this work no matter what or how. Okay? You're making it work. Stop worrying. We have the Three of Discs, works. What did I just say? Making it work, and you get works. Queen of Wands, perfect. Princess of Discs, okay. And Five of Cups, disappointment. Alright, so you might be making a decision based on your feelings and not based on your finances, which may be where the worry comes from. And it kind of looks like you go with your feelings and you might end up regretting that decision. I think getting a balance is going to be key right now, finding your balance. I don't think making emotional decisions is going to be the right thing to do. But this Princess of Discs is like, okay, you're planting those seeds, and the Five of Cups is going to be a little stagnation. And you went from the Nine of Cups happiness to the Five of Cups disappointment. So you might need to be a little more careful with your decision making or trim more fat when it comes to budgeting. But you got to stand in your power and your emotions, but you also need to be careful that you're not making long-term consequences for short-term decisions, okay? Overall, I think it was a good reading. Meditation cards. We're doing Ace of Swords, Five of Wands, Strife, Princess of Wands, and the Fool. Okay, so this meditation actually looks a lot like these future cards. You got a 5, you got the Princess of Wands instead of the Queen of Wands, 5 of Wands instead of the 5 of Cups, and then you've got the Fool and the Ace of Swords. So I work through my own stagnation because I know it leads to adventure. I work through my own stagnation because I know it leads to adventure. That is probably one of my favorite meditations. That was cool. I like that. Should we do demons? I guess I'll pull a demon. We'll pull a demon. Why not? Let's see what's going on in the work life of you, dear listener, watcher, reader. I guess I'm the reader. What is going on with work? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, oh, oh. Forcus. I'm gonna get him. Let's get him. Forcus. Okay. Forcus is said to have many gifts and specialties, all of them benefit to the summoner and given with general goodwill. He is knowledgeable about many sciences, including the uses of stones and herbs in medicine and alchemy. He is gifted with all forms of public speaking, from logic and debate to speeches and persuasions. He can find and recover treasures. He is a great lover of the arts. Forcus's gift is his ability to gift the conjurer with some portion of his logic and ingenuity to help them express themselves eloquently. Focus on gaining eloquence and grace. Start wearing pants to your Zoom meetings. You know, eloquence and grace. Maybe say nice things and say them poetically, you know. Alright, so that was reading number 1. I think we're going to do a timestamp and just make this one video because I feel like it. So, cool. Alright, let's get into reading number 2. Oh, okay. Queen of Discs showed up immediately. Alright, and the Hermit. This is powerful. I can already tell. This is reading number 2. Whoa, we got the universal hexagram flipped up in here too. Okay. Reading number 2. Huh. Interesting. This is interesting. Maybe a little pandemic romance happening. Just kidding. Maybe I should not make jokes like that. I don't know. Okay. Whoa, that's too many. Too many. Reading number 2. Special message number 2. Okay. Need some meditation cards, some core cards, maybe a couple extra future cards. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Special message number 2. Take these. Okay. Whoa. I think that's good. I really do. Here's one more. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck. And bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands, completion. Okay, so this reading, I can already tell, even by looking at this, this is definitely completing a cycle. And I think it's a really healthy thing to be done with, is what I'm getting. So, at the core of this reading, we have the Priestess, the Tower, and the Star. So, never said it was going to be an easy cycle to finish, but it is definitely a cycle to be finished. Seeing the Priestess and the Star on either side of the Tower, I feel very much softens the blow. I think it's hard right now, and you're going through it, and it might just be in a general sense with everything going on. But the Priestess being present with the Star, you are definitely going to surprise yourself, and you already know how to handle the situation that you're in. You're doing a good job with all things considered. Like, life might be falling apart, you're having a Tower moment, but you kind of saw it coming, and you are going to surprise yourself with the amount of strength and knowledge that you can apply to the situation. So stay strong and stay in that zone despite what may be going on around you. Okay, we have the Queen of Discs here, so I'm getting financially stable, grounded, growth. Next to the Hermit being with the Self, Virgo energy, so double Earth right there. And then we have the universal hexagram to imply divine union with divine feminine and divine masculine. We've got a face down card here, and then we have the 8 of Cups, which is indolence, the 4 of Cups, which is luxury, and the 2 of Wands, which is dominion. So I'm seeing kind of contrasting energies here, where it's like all about the self, being secure and stable, but then also this partnership, but also loneliness, but also domestication. So it's a lot of like back and forth energy. And maybe your relationship is being put to the test. Maybe you're getting sick of being single. Either way, I see a very strong love present. However, it doesn't mean that you are involved, just because it could be coming, it could be there and you don't know them yet, or you do know them, you don't realize it. But either way, I'm seeing a lot of independence, but also a lot of union. So maybe it's just to come. Maybe you're trying to decide that for yourself. It's probably a confusing time for you if the cards are such as such. Yeah. We have the Fool, journey. Five of Cups, disappointment. The Sun, and the Eon. So maybe now what I'm seeing is like you're happy in whatever the situation may be, but other people are judging you for it. Maybe you rushed into a relationship, got serious with somebody really quickly, and they're judging you. Maybe you've been single for a really long time and you have no interest in a relationship and they're judging you. Maybe you've been in a relationship that is stale for too long and they are judging you. Whatever the case is, there is some judgment present. However, you are on a journey and you are happy, even if sometimes you get bored, or it maybe is something that you settled for. So maybe it's time to change the way you think. It is Cups, talking about perspective. If it does feel like you are getting stagnant, maybe it's time to switch things up. You're on a journey and this is about your happiness, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Maybe everybody thinks you're in a perfect relationship and you just don't see it that way. You want to break up, but it's like socially unacceptable. In the corner, we have the Four of Discs, which is power, and the Six of Wands, which is victory. So whatever the case is, nothing is going to mess with your happiness. No matter how it presents itself, no matter how bad the situation is, nothing can really truly mess with your happiness. So there is that. Underneath, we have the Prince of Wands, so maybe some emotional growth needs to happen. And we also have the Eight of Discs, which is prudence, followed by the Devil. So maybe it is about making your own decisions and not giving anyone else control over you. That's what I'm really sensing from this, is like your independence needs to come out regardless of what the situation is. You might be single, you might be in a relationship. The overall message here is definitely independence despite all else, okay? Independence and happiness. That is this reading. Okay, so here we have the Prince of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, satiety, and the Ten of Discs, wealth. Okay, so Prince of Cups is like you might start over in a sense. You might start, even if it's starting something new, ending something old. You have a new start coming, and it's the Tower moment eases down to the Three of Swords, which is sorrow. So it's like some sadness present, but at least it's not chaos. It's not ruin. It's not cruelty. You know, it's low. It's manageable. And then you have two tens, so having everything that you could possibly want, more, and then some, if you can imagine that. Satiety and wealth, that's beautiful. Things are shifting. Things are shifting, and you have to hold on to yourself instead of holding on to anyone else. Okay, so we have this Three of Discs here, works, Six of Swords, science, and Queen of Wands. So what is the meditation here? When I work for it, I work it out. I like that. When I work for it, I work it out. Okay, I'm in. Oh, we got two demons here. Whoa. Proofless, and Torn Garsuk. Going alphabetical order, starting with Proofless. You get two demons. I don't know. It's mostly about work life, in case you are new to my channel. Alright. Proofless is said to have his home in the Tower of Babel. That's weird that he lives in a tower and you got the tower. Okay, so pay attention. Work might be affecting your life more than you think it is. Alright. The story of the Tower of Babel ends in tragedy, as all of the workers who were striving to create the great tower were scattered to the ends of the earth, and their languages were confounded so that they would not have common ground or conversations going forward. As a result of that scattering, men who had previously worked together turned against each other, and that division lasts until this day. As cautionary tale, that of the tower is similar to dealing with Proofless. Although he is willing to assist those who summon him in their endeavors, he seeks to divide and set groups against each other for his own amusement. Beware of individuals who spread gossip and discord for the sake of drama and divisiveness. Distance yourself from those individuals and do not be dragged in. There's a lot going on for everyone right now. Don't get caught up in other people's business, okay? You have plenty to focus on. So when it comes to work, don't have side conversations in the Zoom meetings. Don't have side convos. If you're actually going to work, keep your face mask on. Don't talk to anybody. Just now is not the time. Now is not the time. All right. Although Torngarsuk, such a weird name, is by all accounts a benevolent deity who very often will assist the Angakkuks in healing those who are ill. Many Inuit traditions. This one's very hard to read and it's very short, and I'm very sorry. Also focus on the power of positive thinking to combat ill health. Perfect. A hunter or angler who is strong of mind and will, it is said, to be strong of body as well, should never need to see Torgansuk until it is time to be led to the land of plenty. That seemed like a little tongue twister to me. I don't know. Focus on strength and positive thinking even when in poor health. Alright, we're going through a pandemic right now. Don't lose yourself to the dark thoughts. Combat dark thoughts with light, okay? Think about your health. Think about your wealth. Think about your positivity. Think about yourself. Think about your life. Think about your blessings, okay? Just try with all your might not to get sucked in to the darkness, because there is a lot of darkness right now. All right, so that was reading number 2. Time to stamp it. All right. Whoa. Jumpy cards into number 3. We're just doing back to back, boys. Yeah. Doing it. All right. Cool. That was a really nice shuffle. Should I take these? I'm tempted. I think I'm going to. I think it's going to be fun. I feel like the cards have been not good runs lately. They're not super shuffled. Well, I'm seeing a lot of similar cards in a different order. And some new ones here. I should shuffle these. I'm going to shuffle these. I'm sorry. We'll see if any come out the same. I just didn't shuffle enough. I was trying something risky. Alright. Sorry to take up your time. Number 3s. This is special message number 3. Oh, okay. Wheel of Fortune. Haven't seen that all day. Whoa. See, this happened twice now, and I feel like I gotta go for it again. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, this is way different now. Okay. I'm seeing it. I am seeing it. Okay. Okay, now we need some... Whoa! That was pretty. Can I reach it? Oh. I could have reached it and I knocked it down. I'm gonna have to get up for that one. It's face down too, so I don't know what it is. Probably go in your future cards. Looking to get some core cards, some future cards, some meditation cards. Maybe some corner cards. Whoa. That's a lot. Okay. Looking to get some core cards. Some future cards. Okay. Just looking to get some core cards. Oh. The bear fell. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Seeing some disc family action go. Oh no, that was the. Never mind. Okay. I think we're good then. The bottom of the deck is the Eon. Judgment. Interesting. Gonna grab this card for your future cards. Sweet. And it's upside down. So we are gonna leave it that way. Okay, this is our third special message. We have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Discs, and the Hierophant. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of stability and security. The combination of the Knight of Discs and the Hierophant, double Earth, Disc and Taurus, plus this Nine of Wands, which is strength. I am just seeing very, very stable, secure, powerful, even financial bliss type shit. Okay, so the Hierophant, I don't know why I keep repeating this. Gotta get my focus back. I'm doing back-to-back readings. This is number 3. Okay. With strength comes resilience. Obviously, we're all going through a situation, and that might be what you need your strength against. But when it comes to you personally, I'm seeing a lot of very strong force and very secure, very stable. I must have said that like 3 times now. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going. I love this combo. Let's just put it that way. Lots of earth. Good combo. Taurus season. Okay, good to see. Right here, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have this Prince of Cups, Prince of Wands, 8 of Wands. This is crazy. Princess of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. I keep ascending. So the Wheel of Fortune, I would say, is turning in your favor based on the core cards, but the following cards kind of make me wonder if it's turning out of your favor. So you're in this really secure, stable place right now, but maybe that is changing. Or you stay in this such a stable, secure place, there's other aspects of your life that are being stunted or held back because you're so focused on the physical security. So I'm seeing the Prince of Cups and the Prince of Wands here would kind of indicate like some growth needing to happen emotionally and intellectually. And this 8 of Wands, swiftness, is like maybe you're reacting emotionally to something, or making decisions based on emotions in the heat of the moment. So, right, then you have the Princess of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Honestly, it's a little bit confusing to have the princess and the queen so close together that I'm almost wondering if this is a family dynamic. Maybe a mother and daughter situation, but the princes are completely separate. So I'm seeing a mother-daughter relationship, acting quickly to make a decision that turns the wheel in your favor. Okay? I'm trying to break this down as we go. Obviously, I have a very specific style of reading. I'm trying to be more lucid about it, but sometimes the cards are tricky. So this is a delicate sort of situation where in order for you to keep going in the direction of the core here with the Hierophant and the Knight of Discs, you have to kind of grow a little bit while also having to think on your feet and act quickly. Okay, I'm also seeing this mother-daughter relationship. You could be the mother or the daughter, but it's almost like taking after your mother or seeing your daughter take after you. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting. But this 8 of Wands here, it's going to be decision time, and it's going to come quick, and it's going to be something that you're not great at. It's going to be something where you're taking a risk. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so then we have the 4 of Swords, which is truce, the Ace of Wands, and the Lust. Okay, this is, it's almost like an obsession, right? You're like so fixated on making some choice, or you're so fixated on being like someone. It's a whole obsession, and like you have invested everything you've got into it, and you have made peace with the fact that, you know, maybe you're making peace with the fact that you're becoming like your mother. Whatever it is, all of your energy is put in this period of like holding on to what you've, holding on to what you've got. We have the 9 of Swords here, cruelty, and the 3 of Wands, virtue. the chaotic energy of being all the way stable and secure to all the way unsure and needing to grow is a lot of self-harm and self-torture in between. Okay, the polarities moving you back and forth between two extremes, it takes its toll on you, but it's who you are. Okay, so that's going to be hard to deal with. I don't know that this reading was super positive, but I would say if you are a mother or a daughter, look to your mother or daughter. Okay, that's like the only thing that I'm really pulling from this reading. This one is a little tricky. It's a little messy. Here we have the priestess. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Even though I struggled to get through this reading, the priestess is here to remind you that you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why you picked this reading. That's why you picked the third one. Okay? So, we have reverse Ace of Discs. You better be careful. Knight of Cups. Okay. Five of Cups, disappointment. Four of Discs, power. You're worried about losing money, but your new perspective on life makes you realize you don't need as much as you thought you did. Maybe it comes as a pay decrease. Maybe it's not as much unemployment as you thought. Maybe it's just losing your job altogether and having to live off of savings. It looks like a loss, but you always have enough. And so this is going to be a huge lesson in perspective. And since we did have the Queen of Cups and the Prince of Cups and the Princess of Cups, and now I'm seeing the Knight of Cups, it indicates even more of like a family dynamic. So maybe look to your father for some help or guidance. Maybe adapt his attitude about things. But I'm not saying it's a guaranteed loss because you still have the Four of Discs here. But there's going to be something that really switches things up for you. Okay, so look to your family for support. Meditation, we're moving right into it. Three of Discs is works. 10 of Discs, wealth. Ace of Cups, okay. And 7 of Swords? Yeah, 7 of, not swords, wands. Okay, so this meditation actually goes along really well with what we were just talking about. You have to work really hard to keep what you started with. That's what it's coming down to. You have to work hard to keep what you started with. Your perspective is shifting. You have the Ace of Cups and you have Valor. So you're facing this head on. You are fighting the good fight, as many of us are. Okay, so I work hard to keep what I have and I fight for what's mine. It's not my best meditation, but that's just kind of what I'm getting from this. I don't even know if I could repeat that one. I work hard to keep what I have, and I fight for what's mine. I don't know. Not super into it, but that's what you get. You picked this message. Alright, so let's see what's going on in work life. Oh, we got a jumper. We got Stolas. Haven't seen him in a while. Typically comes out quite a bit. Stolas. Although many demons are knowledgeable in the arts and sciences, including the medicinal properties of plants and the mystical qualities of minerals, Stolas' understanding of these items extends past basic understanding into appraisal. Consider the difference between knowing the name of a particular artist and having an appraiser give you the value of one of the artist's works. Stolas employs his knowledge of mystical, monetary, and medicinal objects to give the bearer an accurate picture of those items' uses, properties, and overall value in the world. Focus on accurate appraisal and the search for true worth. Okay, so we had a lot of like financial stuff come up, a lot of perspective and things like that. Decision making. I would say know what you're worth so that any loss or gain doesn't affect the way you see yourself. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Viewer says hello. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed your message, and I'll see you next time.